Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Gilsson and Nold podcast number 11. We're back with some more NFL stuff this week. There's no WWE things. Well, actually, there's one, but it's really mini.
Minor stuff.
Minor, but let's not waste any more time. NFL Week 1 recap.
Yeah, baby. Also, Nilsson, why do you sound so dead inside now? Like you were perfectly fine before we started recording.
I'm just using my recording voice.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is true. We all do have recording voices. But, so, let's start. So, opening week, Thursday Night Football. Super Bowl champion Rams going up against the Bills. You'd think it'd be a close game, especially since the Rams just won the Super Bowl. It wasn't.
It wasn't even close, but it was still fun.
It was still fun, yeah. Bills beat the Rams 31-10. And, personally, from what I saw, the Rams offense just looked very average, very mediocre. Matthew Stafford, he made simple errors, and I feel like he was dipping too much of his own sauce. You know, like what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
he was trying to make no-look passes, and then it ended up getting tipped in the air and intercepted.
Seems like he's giving in to the fact that now that he's on the Rams, that he's being noticed as a great player. Like, you gotta actually be good. Matthew, you've been in the league for 13 years, man. You are great. Stop trying to force yourself to be.
It sort of reminds me of Patrick Mahomes in like the 2020 season after he won the Super Bowl.
Just trying too much when you shouldn't be.
Yeah,
but it's weird. No one's batting a single eye about the 3 picks, though there is something that's noteworthy here. If Bills just fix the turnover problem, they're going to be lethal. But they already are. But the turnover issue needs to be fixed. Like,
oh yeah,
majorly.
Yeah, I mean Josh Allen's great. That's just a fact of life, and also, I mean, that defense is definitely improved, especially the front seven. Granted, they also added Von Miller, so that helps. And
Von Miller is still... I knew when Von Miller was kicking it when he went to the Rams last season. He was still kicking it that Super Bowl. He was still going to be acting like the same old guy. 11 years later, still at it. It's impressive.
Okay, next I have up here is Ravens versus the Jets. The Ravens beat the Jets, if I'm correct, 24-9? I don't have the scores with me as of the current moment. Let me actually pull them up real quick.
Yeah, actually I have them right here. 24-9. Ravens won. And this was supposed to be Joe Flacco's revenge game. And Joe Flacco threw 55 passes, which, as you heard correctly, for 9 points.
Yeah, it was not very good. Though what was good was a little highlight someone to sort of look at. He might not be that good. It could have been the Ravens' defense just not playing very great. But there's a guy on the Jets. He's a running back named Carter. I don't know his first name. I think it's Micah Carter or Michael Carter. He was... Every yard that he got, he earned. He was breaking tackles, dodging defenders. Like, that's someone to look out for. That's someone I'm keeping my eye on. He's a very young talent. Also, the Jets' defensive backs were much better in this game. Granted, Ravens aren't known for having great wide receivers the last 5 or 6 years.
No, but still, Jets kind of look slightly mediocre, which is impressive for a Week 1 Jets team.
I mean, they usually look like shit, so there's that.
So, losing by 15 when they probably could have lost by 40.
Next up
it's improvement.
I mean, it's improvements. Next up is the Panthers versus the Browns. The Browns beat the Panthers 26-24. Oh.
Gosh, what a... Baker Mayfield's revenge game. And like Joe Flacco, not happening.
All I've really got to say about this game is that if it were not for the leg of the greatest LSU kicker of all time, Cade York, the Browns would have lost this game. Any other kicker in that situation, outside of maybe Vinatieri in his prime and also Tucker, would not have won that game for the Browns. It was a very impressive kick. And Baker was very, very average until the final few drives there in the fourth quarter. He played really, really underwhelming. And then suddenly, it's just like a flip switched. And he's like, oh, I'm a great quarterback. Oh.
The way I take it is he's going to improve throughout the season. It just, it was a little rusty, but as soon as he got the rhythm, he was on it, and he was fucking on it. And I have a feeling that Baker Mayfield's sticking around. Carolina needs that energy, man.
Oh, yeah, they need that danger.
Also, something else to note, Browns get their first Week 1 win for the first time since 2004.
Congratulations, you rapists.
You waited 20 years for this. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, imagine if Jacoby Brissett does better than Watson. Just think about that.
I hope he does. Brissett was good. Brissett was so good with the Colts for those 6 games before he got injured.
Like, I like Brissett. The dude is a Super Bowl winning champion. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of the Colts, they tied with the Texans 20-20. I'm going to keep this very simple. I don't fucking care about this game. Rodrigo Blankenship got fired. Burn, Colts, burn!
Yeah, what the fuck was that all about? I was going to mention it prior to the podcast, but what the hell?
He missed 2 game-winning field goal kicks, and he also had 2 kicks out of bounds. I understand the immediate reaction, but imagine if Vinatieri did this shit. Firing him would be heresy.
Like, just get good.
Get good. Okay.
Also, while the Falcons blow leads, Matt Ryan gets leads back.
Just a tie.
just a tie.
Just a tie. Steelers versus Bengals. Steelers beat the Bengals.
My game of the week.
23-20. Yeah, it's Nilsson's game of the week. I thought this first half, man, it was bad to be a fan of Joe Burrow. 4 interceptions, 6 turnovers in total. I mean, I want to say it's the rust. I want to say it's the Super Bowl hangover of Week 1. I hope it is, but also that Steelers defense is pretty good. I can't even deny it, man.
They're great. The reason why I have this as my game of the week is because the rivalry. I mean, the rivalry's been slowly coming back, but this felt like the energy that the rivalry had in the early 2010s with Andy, Ben, Mike, the one dude that kept choking playoff games. I don't really care to remember his name, and neither should you. It had that energy. And I'm hoping when they have a rematch that it is just as good. Like, the energy's back. And it was just, and the crowd helped too. It was intense.
Speaking of energy, in my game of the week, the Saints defeating the Falcons 27-26. Yeah, call me biased all you want. But this had everything that you had. It had a comeback, had the Falcons choking, had, not really lead changes, but it 1, 2. It had Taysom Hill running, Jameis Winston throwing in the fourth quarter at least. Jameis Winston, Nilsson, do you have the Jameis Winston stat of how many yards he threw in the fourth quarter? It was like 212, right?
Yeah, 212 in like 2 minutes.
That was just in 12. That was just insane, man. They made Marcus Mariota. The Saints defense needs to be fixed immediately. They made Marcus Mariota look like a Heisman winner again.
Like, God. And also, Marcus Mariota versus Jameis Winston Part 2 on Week 1.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, howdy. Rivalry never ends.
And also, I feel bad for Cordell Patterson, man. He's just so used. He carried that Falcons offense.
I put that in my notes.
like he carried that Falcons offense, man. Shoots.
That's all he ever does.
Okay, but Giants versus Titans is one that I wrote down. Giants won 21-20. And I think Nilsson and I talked about this briefly, so I'll keep this brief. I'm just saying this now. On 4th and short, you're not going to give the ball to Derrick Henry? That's so dumb.
Dumb idea. Giants get lucky. First Week 1 was since 2016.
Also, I like Dayball's coaching style. He went for 2 with less than a minute left in the fourth quarter. That's gutsy. I like that.
He's bringing a new culture, and I like it.
Wait. Giants, is this their first win in Week 1 since 2015 or something?
Yeah, I just mentioned that.
Oh, well, fuck you. Packers lost to the Vikings 23-7.
Yeah, I don't trust this. I don't trust this one bit. Remember last year with the Packers? It's just,
They're
it's
working
not Aaron
out the
Rodgers'
Kings.
fault.
They're working out the Kings.
It's not Rodgers. But there's one thing I've seen here. Seems like the Vikings have that 2017 energy again, especially on the defense. It seems like it's back, kinda. It really just.
Some of those wide receivers dropped some passes for the Packers.
I said defense, not offense. Defense.
Yeah. For me personally, with the Vikings, I think Justin Jefferson is top 10 receiver in the league. I don't think you can deny it.
Yeah, he is. He was torching that Packers defense that kept on saying they're really great. No, they're not.
Okay, next one I have up is another great game. The Chargers defeating the Raiders 24-19. Hey, Nilsson, you didn't choke! Almost.
We didn't choke. That defense, crazy good, and it doesn't even have J.C. Jackson yet. Hopes are high.
J.C. Jackson had limited practice today, so there's hopes for him coming on Thursday.
I first questioned why Chargers were not going all out here, but now I see why. There's a short week between this and Thursday's game, so I can see why they don't want to go all out. use all the energy for the Chiefs. That's a better idea.
Yeah. We'll see if Allen will come back. I don't think he's going to come back on Thursday. I think it's best to save him for week 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say on this game. Herbert's good.
Yeah. Fun time for me.
Yeah. Dolphins defeated the Patriots. Gosh, I mean, 20-7.
I got nothing to say.
Me neither. I'm not going to say anything. Tua's just average. That's all I got to say on this.
They're both average. This was missed over. Chiefs versus Cardinals.
Oh, yeah. I have literally nothing to say on this game. Fuck the Cardinals. I have no more faith in them. Cliff Kingsbury can burn in a fiery pit of hell.
Worst game of the week. So disappointing. Jaguars versus Commanders. By the way, 44-21. Anybody's winning at 7-20 to Patriots and Dolphins.
Jaguars versus Commanders. Hey, look. This game was overlooked because of all the chaos that was happening later, but Carson Wentz almost played really good. He played actually decent, but let's be real here. Jaguars defensive backs suck. They have a good front four, an okay linebacker section, and a horrid defensive back safeties. So the Commanders mostly took advantage of that.
But the thing is, somehow Jaguars stayed in it.
They didn't. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, I'm not really that impressed with him, sadly.
Dude, that pass in the end was just stupid.
Bad.
He just lobbed it up in the air.
This is just bad. Okay, next game.
But hey, the Commanders are officially undefeated as a team.
1-0, baby!
Like Washington football team.
Okay, 49ers versus the Bears. Bears beat the 49ers 19-10 in the flood.
49ers blew it. That's all I put in the notes. I don't care.
It was a slip and slide of pain and misery. Man, Trey Lance. I still don't get the hype with Justin Fields because he played really bad for a while there. But
I don't know how the Bears won. How the fuck did they win? Is it Trey Lance sucking?
I mean, maybe, man. Like, hey, they don't have the golden god of Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, they do, but he's not starting.
No, which, honestly, if Jimmy won this, Jimmy would not blow a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, he'd blow a different lead in the Super Bowl. Okay, next game up. Eagles defeated the Lions 38-35 in heartbreaking fashion for the Lions. Oh, they were so close.
Gosh, I was this close from being right. Big difference between last year when the Eagles blew the fuck out of Lions, and now this year, Lions just got him within 3. That's impressive.
And look, the Lions have a lot of heart. They have a lot of grit and determination, but that defense needs to be fixed immediately. That's not a play-out defense. That's barely a defense that will save you 6 wins. That offense looks okay, especially DeAndre Swift. But other than that, nothing good. Nothing good outside the fact that Lions don't give up.
They never do. Please, for the love's sake that is anything, please do not fire Dan Campbell after this season. He needs plenty of years to fix this.
Yeah. Then my worst game of the week: Buccaneers versus defeating the Cowboys 19-3. It was shit. That's all I can say. It was shit. Dak Prescott's gonna be out for a while. Tom Brady threw all of 3 good passes and then let the running game, and the defense carry him. So congratulations, Tom.
Tom Brady did nothing. All the comment section says is, well, Tom Brady's still playing great for his age. Like, shut up. No one cares anymore. Like, fuck off.
And finally, Broncos versus Seahawks on Monday Night Football. Man, this game was really boring, but it was also really funny to see Geno Smith outplay Russell Wilson.
Also, Russell Wilson is going to have some major 1-yard line PTSD. 2 fumbles on the goal.
This is what I mainly wanted to talk about. Here's some keynotes here. Nathaniel Hackett. It's 4th down and 5. You have a minute left. Okay.
You couldn't hack it.
You have a minute left, and you're at midfield, and you have what many people widely regard the best quarterback in the game, who's actually been underperforming today because he's barely been throwing it to the wide receivers because of play calls that you drew up, and you're not going to go for it with the game on the line, down by 1, and all you need is a field goal, so you go for a 64-yard attempt. He could have gone for a Hail Mary, and we could have gotten the Fail Mary again. Do you realize that?
That would have been a great sequel.
We could have gotten that again, and he gave us the worst outcome which is Pete Carroll winning. Pete Carroll needs to retire. He doesn't need to win a game.
No, Geno Smith's about to carry Pete.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Geno Smith's a better quarterback right now than Russell Wilson was.
I mean, hey, Geno MVP, man. I'm for it. I'm all for it.
Hey, as you said, they wrote him off, but he didn't write back. Ooh!
Woo! Inspiring words by inspiring man.
Fire. Okay, but anything for you to say?
Nothing. I don't care.
Same. Okay, now let's get to an important topic. Let's hey, there's some players that deserve some awards from us. I know our awards are meaningless, but they're meaningful for us.
Yeah. Meaning they have a title.
Yeah, so quarterback of the week goes to Patrick Mahomes. He went for 30 of 39, 360 yards, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 144.2 pass rating, and a 77% completion percentage if you round it.
Same for me. The fact that people kept writing Mahomes off without having Hill, if anything, Hill being gone took away the toxic environment, and now they're playing much better in offense.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes, he's just chilling.
Crazy.
Running back of the week. Now this one's sort of a toss-up. It was either between Saquon or DeAndre Swift. I went with Saquon here. He had 18 carries, 164 yards, 9.1 yards per average run, and a touchdown. So hey, it's fun.
Not trying to copy gold, but he put the Giants on his back. I couldn't disagree with the.
I mean, he really carried them. The wide receiver of the week goes to Justin Jefferson, 9 receptions, 184 yards, 20.4 average receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. It was mainly first half stats, admittedly, but that's all the Vikings really needed. They didn't need to score again outside of the first half. Aaron Rodgers wasn't doing much.
Same for me. He torched that Packers defense.
Now, my defensive player of the week goes to Minkah Fitzpatrick of the Steelers. 14 total tackles, 10 solo tackles, 4 assists, 1 interception, and that interception also led to a pick 6. He played great. That entire Steelers defense deserves defensive players of the week, but I went and I gave it to Minkah as sort of an honorary to represent his entire team.
Exactly. Now, for me, it's not that. It's actually Khalil Mack. 6 tackles, 1 assist, 3 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. I'm telling you, his debut game for the Chargers went a hell of a lot better than I thought it actually would.
Talk about immediate impact. Him and Von Miller made, instant impact for their teams here.
Guys, the Boza and Mack attack, oh.
It's going to be dangerous if they can stay healthy.
God, but at least Boza stays healthy.
Yeah. Now, we're going to walk over a little bit to my corner of the podcast, Gold Little Corner here, where I'm going to be doing something new, college football and NFL rankings, because I like ranking stuff. It's a personal favorite thing of mine.
He does. It's true.
So let's start with college, because, it's college.
Yeah.
We all have great college memories, right? Okay, so starting with number 25, because there's top 25 for the college AP top 25. Just thought I'd get it out of the way. So at number 25, I will put it to Florida after losing to Kentucky 16-26. I don't think they drop out of the top 25, but they're not really that impressive. 24 goes to Marshall after upsetting Notre Dame. They went 2-0. I think Marshall deserves this. Yeah. 23, Appalachian State, which they deserve that as well. Even though they're 1-1, they beat Texas A&M in their own home. And this is after Texas A&M talked mad crap about them, which only those videos were surfacing now.
As always.
So good for App State. Good for App State. It's the Fun Belt, baby. 22 goes to Oregon. They didn't really do much. They beat a shitty team. 21, Pittsburgh, after losing to Tennessee in a very close overtime game. They dropped down a bit, but it's not the end of the world for Pittsburgh. It might be. I don't know. 20, Miami U. They almost lost to Southern Mississippi. That's not atrocious. It's not good either.
Somehow higher than the team that had not an effective loss.
Pretty much. 19, Texas A&M. I'm not counting them out yet. I'm not going to drop them all the way to 24 like the AP did. But you're on thin ice. 18, Tennessee. Hey, you beat Pittsburgh. Good, Tennessee. Let's see how you do next week. 17, BYU. Gosh, this game went past 1 in the morning for me, so I wasn't able to watch it all the way because I went to overtime against Baylor. West Coast games. I both loved them and hated. I hated this one because I wasn't feeling very well, and I'd gotten little sleep the previous night, So, yeah. Fuck you, BYU. Here's a win.
Just a lot of oofs.
16, Kentucky. Congratulations. You held Florida to 16 points. This is what you get. Go Porter. 15, Wake Forest. Is Wake Forest good, or do they just have a good quarterback in Sam Hartman? I don't know. But I doubt they're going to go far. We'll see. They beat Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's not really a good team, so. 14, Ole Miss. No one's really talking about Ole Miss, which is weird because Lane Kiffin's notable for talking a lot of trash. 13, North Carolina State. Philip Rivers country, baby. Yeah, they've played pretty underwhelming. But
gosh darn it.
They haven't lost yet. 12, Baylor. Hey, you may have lost, but I also think it's a good BYU team. You can recover from this, I think. 11, Utah. Mormons. 10, Arkansas. They beat South Carolina, so they beat an SEC team, and they beat them pretty handedly as well, so they deserve this top 10 ranking. 9, Michigan State. I have nothing really to say on Michigan State. So yeah. 8, Clemson. Man, this team's overhyped. They only scored 33 points on an FCS team. LSU scored 65. And they allowed some touchdowns, but that's beside the point. 7, USC. West Coast bias. I don't care what you say. The East Coast bias is fair, the West Coast bias isn't. But USC actually might be good this year. We'll see.
Bias.
Number 6, Oklahoma. Number 5, Oklahoma State. But in state. 4, Michigan. Don't blow it, Jim. 3, Ohio State. You beat Arkansas State. Feel proud? Yeah. 2, Alabama. You barely lost to you just beat an unranked Texas team, which you were supposed to be blowing out. You were favored by 20, and you almost lost to Texas. I keep on saying they lost. They didn't, but it feels like they should have lost, right?
Texas is not back.
Texas is definitely not back. They're far from it. Also, for some reason, I kid you not, that was the most watched game of all time, apparently? I don't know. I think those reports are fake. I don't believe you. That better be
fake.
That's falsified. There's no way 100 million fucking people were watching that game. Fuck you,
I mean, it's
Texas.
a great game, but why?
That game pained me. Our number 1 remains Georgia. I don't care. They're national champions. They deserve this number 1 until they lose. Now let's go into the little corner over here. Oh, hey, look, same corner. The NFL rankings. Much more prestigious. I have the most prestigious rankings. Whatever the NFL Network Instagram accounts tell you is a lie. Mine's accurate. Trust Nielsen.
Yeah, never trust NFL.
You thought fucking college football had a bias. You haven't met the NFL. Okay, we're going to just go to fast forward this. Number 32, Jets. 31, Jaguars. 30, Texans. 29, the Falcons. Haha, choke on that bitch. 28, the Lions. They have hope. 27, the Panthers. 26, the Colts. You deserve to go down after tying with the Texans. 25, the Broncos. Let's ride to the other direction. 24, Cowboys. 23, Seahawks. 22, Giants. 21, Bears. 20, Commies. 19, Vikings. 18, Browns. 17, Patriots. 16, Cardinals. 15, Raiders. 14, Titans. Somehow. 13, the Dolphins. 12, Packers. 11, 10, Ravens. 9, Saints. 8, Chargers. 7, Eagles. 6, Bengals. 5, Steelers. 4, Rams. 3, Bills. 2, Buccaneers. And number 1, a Chief.
Enjoy that number 1 for a while. Jeez, Bills are about to take it.
Yeah. Let's ride.
They better take it.
Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, that's some of the NFL talk for a short time.
Yeah, just for a minute. We'll probably keep this on 30 seconds. This wasn't discussed last week. Both me and Gold were sick. Gold has nothing to say on the matter. This is my little corner for like a minute. Braun Strowman came back. Some people seem to have already gone hypocritical and now no longer care, even though you people did care for a short week when he did get announced to come back. I think people just need to give it a chance, and I think great things will happen.
I think he also has a new quote. It's not the monster among men anymore. It's the monsters of all monsters.
I mean, whatever works. I know Triple H is going to book him correctly, so it's just a matter of waiting and praying. But But speaking of praying, two predictions and what the first game is.
Hell yeah. Nelson, I'll let you take lead on this.
So yet again, I'm picking against my team. Do I hate myself? Yes I do. I very much hate myself.
You very much do. Yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs over the Chargers. It's one of those things where it's a toss-up. I think the Chargers are more injured than the Chiefs are going to this game. They're limping. But
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, 1-1 isn't surprising for the Chargers. It's more dangerous if you're 2-0, because then you might actually choke. People might actually have expectations on you. You don't want to do that. Not this early.
The best Charger seasons, we start off slow.
Yeah, you want to start off slow. That way people have zero expectations on you. And make sure Herbert doesn't have as much highlights as Mahomes. Because if he does, people are going to say Herbert belongs on another team.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start burrowing, Herbert.
Start throwing interceptions. So next up is Patriots versus Steelers. I have the Patriots defeating the Steelers.
I have Steelers because Steelers' defense is lethal. Mac Jones' average ass from last week's about to get pummeled.
I mean, we'll see. The Patriots usually lose to Miami in Miami.
Well, now here comes a new trend, losing to Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh.
I'm sorry. I have no faith in Mitchell Trubisky beating the Patriots. None at all.
I just have no faith in a sophomore slump Mac Jones, most likely against that Steelers defense.
True. Oh gosh, I'm so curious. I'm so curious how that would go down. Okay, next up, Panthers versus Giants. I have the Panthers defeating the Giants.
We both do. I know it's like Giants, it's great, new environment. They got lucky, guys. Think of logic here.
I mean, if the Giants end up beating the Panthers very handedly, we'll admit that we're wrong. But
at least we lost with logic.
Yeah, at least we tried to use logic. Next up is Jets versus Browns. I have the Browns winning.
Browns 2-0.
I don't have faith in either of these teams, really. They're more likely to tie than either one of them winning.
And don't even talk about that. Jacoby and we trust.
Jacoby we trust. After that, it is...
Who was it, Colt?
Here we go again. Colts versus Jaguars. I'm picking the Colts, but I'm picking it cautiously. Because the Colts have lost in Jacksonville how many years in a row now? Like 7?
Too many.
It's ridiculous.
Like, Colts, yeah.
It's a cautious pick. If they end up losing, I won't be shocked. I'll just be disappointed. It's Matt Ryan.
God.
So then next is Dolphins versus Ravens, and I have
Ravens defeating the Dolphins.
Yeah, I have the Ravens defeating the Dolphins. Sorry, I'm trying to find
which this is where most likely Lamar Jackson is going to go by next season, if not somewhere in the point of this season. By the looks of it.
Hey, Lamar. I'm not gonna lie. It would be funny if he just blows out the Dolphins just to say, "Hey, I'm walking free agency. I blew you out last year. Want me now?" That'd be pretty funny. I'd like that.
No. Imagine if it was this season. He got traded to the Dolphins. I blew you out early this season. Let's make the playoffs, boys.
That'd be funny. I would actually like to see that. And a part of me does feel bad for Tua, but the other part of me doesn't because he's just average.
I mean, we have Burrow. We have Herbert. They're not the same people.
They're not the same.
Smells like bitch in here.
I find it hilarious that I actually talked good on Burrow not too long ago, and then he did that fucking performance.
Oh, yeah, we'll get the Bengals, we get the Bengals.
Yeah, so we got Buccaneers versus Saints next. In the Dome, it's home. People are going to pick the Buccaneers to win. All I'm saying is, in the regular season, Tom Brady is 0-4 against the Saints. The Saints fucking beat Tom Brady with no head coach and half the offense with COVID. How the fuck did we do that last year? I'm still confused about that. Does not matter. I have faith in the Saints defense at the very least. I have faith that finally in Jameis Winston's fucking revenge game, fully, hopefully he doesn't get injured. Jameis, don't get injured. Fully.
Please.
I hope the Saints will kick that ass.
Please do. Jameis Winston, he's not undefeated against Tom Brady, but he's beating Tom Brady and win-loss record-wise. So keep it up.
The Buccaneers in a single season lost to Trevor Seaman, and to fucking Taysom Hill with a bad hand throwing the ball.
Like, come on. Please. Please, Saints. Please. I mean, Tom Brady didn't even play that good last week. The Cowboys' defense was pummeling him. Come on.
As I said, I'm picking the Saints just because I'm a Saints fan. If they lose, I will cry, but I will cry in my closet instead of on this podcast, which is different. So next game up is the Commanders versus the Lions. I have the Lions beating the Commies.
Same. I think it just goes down to... It's actually because the Lions are home, if I'm correct. Yeah, they're home. They're going to have that home energy. Carson Wentz is about to die.
Yeah, but we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping the Lions win. Next up, Seahawks versus 49ers. 49ers winning. I think... Go ahead, say your pick.
Oh, I picked Seahawks because Geno MVP.
I think the 49ers defense is going to finally step up, play some good defense. I think Trey Lance might put up, 2 touchdowns. It's not going to be that hard to beat. It's not going to be that hard to beat Seattle. All you have to do is not be named Russell Wilson. You have to have a competent coaching staff to beat the Seahawks.
Yeah, it's funny. They said that the defense for the Seahawks is stepping up. No, it's just that they know Russell Wilson. It's easy.
If Russell was throwing to his receivers, they would have beaten the shit out of Seattle. But for some reason, he wasn't.
So they got to figure him out pretty quickly because they know him personally.
Then it's going to be Falcons versus Rams. I have the Rams beating the Falcons. I'm sorry. Atlanta, I hate you with a burning passion. But I even feel a little bit bad. You're going to get... The Rams are pissed off. They got blown out on national television against the Bills. So I think this is going to be their beat the fuck out of you game. I have the Rams probably beating the Falcons 56-10. That's if you even score 10 points. That's going to be a blowout.
I also have Rams because who in the God's name would pick the Falcons? But I predict a few Matt Stafford picks because it's just Matthew Stafford.
No, Jameis Winston didn't throw a pick against the Falcons. I don't think Stafford's going to throw a pick against the Falcons either.
No, he will. It's Matthew Stafford.
True. Cardinals versus Raiders. How are the Raiders winning?
Raiders, they actually look like a good team. Carr struggled, but, you know.
You
put that in your notes!
No, they might look like a good team, okay? I say that. Look who their coach is.
I mean, it's good for Josh McDaniels' standards. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, Matthew.
The Raiders have looked the exact same since 2017. There's been very minimal change.
I see a change. They're losing to us.
Okay, Texans versus Broncos. Give me that Russell Wilson win, baby. It's gotta be at home. It's gotta be against the Texans. Fuck the Texans.
Broncos, but honestly, it could just be tied because fuck them both.
Yeah, then we have Bengals versus Cowboys, and Joe Burrow has to prove himself in this game. I'm saying this now, Joe. Wash that dirt off of you. Get up. Get the fuck up. Prove yourself. And this will be a challenge as well because the Cowboys' offense might not be anything, but that defense certainly is something.
Yeah, and guess what, Burrow? You got torched by the Steelers' defense. Just wait until Cowboys' average-ass offense. Defense.
What, like you say they're average. I think the defense is good, especially Micah Parsons and that Van Der Esch guy. The Cowboys have a good defense. The issue is the Bengals' offensive line. They're supposed to be new and improved. 4 new offensive linemen. Same fucking result.
I don't know what's happening here. If Bengals lose this game, it's time to be scared a bit.
Yeah, I'm already scared. That's the thing. I'm already nervous. As someone who's not a Bengals fan, I'm already nervous for them.
It's rare for both Super Bowl teams to have a worrying start. I mean, Rams is not worrying. That's fun for me, but this is a little worrying.
Bears versus Packers. I have the Packers winning. It's home. It's at night. Aaron Rodgers is pissed off. I'm not saying the pissed off Aaron Rodgers works anymore, but I'm saying that if he needs to, he will just run all over the Bears' defense.
I picked Bears because I'm dumb and I'm pissed off.
Pissed off Kyle Nilsson.
If I'm pissed off, Bears are going to win.
Well, I mean, they almost did it with Mitchell Trubisky that one year, but then he couldn't find a wide open guy in the end zone.
My knee.
Oh,
money. Yeah, I think Bears could do it. I don't know why, but I feel like they could. 2-0 Bears. I went 2 Packers.
Imagine if they get blown out.
then I'm gonna feel pretty dumb.
Okay, Titans versus Bills. I have the Bills winning, but it's a cautious winning. I feel like I'm fairly confident in the Bills' abilities. But the Titans are one of those teams where in the last 4 years they just sort of randomly fucking win games they're supposed to lose, and it's one of those things like why?
Because why not? I get what you mean, but last season Titans at least looked competent. I don't know. Titans are out of nowhere, out of the blue, and they're not going to beat the Bills like they did last year in Monday Night Football. No, Bills are going to win this, probably even in convincing fashion too. Because fuck them.
They did it to the Rams. Finally, Vikings versus the Eagles. I have the Vikings winning. Oh yeah, by the way, both these games are on Monday Night Football simulcast. One's going to be on ABC. One's going to be on ESPN, and I'm only going to be watching Bills Titans because fuck the other game. I have the Vikings winning. I feel like that offense has been improved. I don't think the Eagles' defense is very good. They allowed the Lions to score 35 points on them. Come on. So, and also, I don't really think the Eagles' offense is that good. I just think the Lions' defense is very poor right now. So we'll see how it goes. I have more faith in the Vikings than I do in the Eagles.
Vikings. I'd rather have Vikings be 2-0 than the Eagles be 2-0.
Yeah, so,
which is weird to think one of these teams is going 2-0.
Fucking weird. But yeah, we don't really have anything else to say.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
see ya.
Peace.